What's up, students of East High School? My name is Troy Bolton, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Chad Danforth.
And we are super excited to bring to you yet another episode of
What are y'all doing?
This is East High School.
No.
Yes.
High School Musical.
I get it. High School Musical is good, but y'all don't have to leave an impression and think you're in an entirely different school. We're in Hume-Fogg.
What?
What's up, Hume-Fogg students? Welcome back to episode 5 of the Hume-Fogg Knight Time Show. My name is Jack Vaughn, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Amar Bates.
And we are super excited to bring to you yet another episode of the Hume-Fogg Knight Time Show. One of Amar and I's primary focuses right now is stepping it up a level, raising the bar, pushing the show to the limits of what it could possibly be. That means that each week, you should expect to see something new, something different, some example of how this show is in evolution. With that being said, we've got some pretty big announcements for you all this week, so be sure to stay tuned until the end of the episode for that big news. Without further ado, Amar, do you want to go ahead and get into the weekly watch?
Thank you, Jack.
Of course.
High School Musical was performed by students last week at the end of the week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning. Jack, which day did you go?
I went on Friday night. What night did you go?
I went on Thursday night.
Thursday
That's
night?
when all the students were there, so it was very impactful.
Awesome. What was your favorite scene?
Favorite scene? Definitely the basketball scene. I love that.
The
part.
basketball scene? That was
Yeah.
the get your head in the game. You gotta get your head in the game.
I love that. That was the only song
that
I
was
knew.
amazing.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
one.
as a basketball player, I'm pretty sure that was the scene that you really liked.
Yeah, I bet they can go pro. Everybody who was acting the basketball scene.
Oh, 100%. They should.
100.
I think they should change their career from acting to basketball player.
Yeah, NBA. That's definitely.
And pursue an NBA career. Yeah.
Bowling match today at Maplewood at 3:30. Make sure you go. Or I don't think you can go to the bowling game.
When you say there's a bowling match at Maplewood, what does that mean? There's not there's a bowling alley in Maplewood High School.
Yeah, it's kind of. I've never seen a bowling alley yet.
So how do they split up home and away? I'm just kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know how they bowl. I don't even know where they bowl either.
Yeah, me neither.
Today and tomorrow, there's map testing for freshmen. So if you're a sophomore, junior, or a senior, you have the day to relax. If you have a test that day, that is very unfortunate.
Thank goodness that as juniors and seniors, we don't have to do map testing anymore.
Yeah,
I remember that was so dreaded. You had to, in the middle of a school day, taking a test that doesn't really count for anything. It's not a standardized test.
Yeah.
It doesn't go to your GPA. We sympathize with you freshmen, and one day you'll be in our shoes where you get to look down on the other freshmen taking the map test. But
we love you, freshmen.
Yeah.
Today, there's a lunch and learn for TIRRC advocating for the rights of immigrants and refugees. And on Wednesday, there's a lunch and learn about how should we teach about racism with Devin White.
That's some pretty impactful stuff. Those are topics that interest me and should interest a lot of y'all. They bear a lot of importance, so I would really recommend that y'all attend those.
And this Thursday, Veterans Day, no school for anybody. So you can stay home, sleep in, do all that great stuff. It's going to be a fun day.
I feel like we've had a lot of days off school lately, right? We've got that 1 week where we had a 3-day week, then we got Veterans Day, then we've got Thanksgiving break coming up. And in spite of all that, I feel like the workload hasn't really let off.
Yes, it's been very stressful. No workload, let off whatsoever. Just back to back to back projects, homework, tests.
So maybe y'all can use Veterans Day and use that free time to catch up on some work that you might not
catch
have
up on
completed.
reading if you're in English 3, by the way.
Or English 4. Seniors, the struggle.
As on this Friday, you can expect B clubs during lunch. Make sure you attend those meetings. And Jack, are you a part of any B clubs?
I think that's the one letter club that I'm not a part of. Are you a part of a B club?
Yeah, I should be.
What B club is that?
It's a good question. Okay. TVs in the hallways. You can advertise your club meetings with the TVs in the hallway. Jack, do you like the new TVs in the hallway?
Yeah, I thought that was a really great idea. It's kind of weird going down the hallway, looking at a TV and just, seeing my face there. It's very, very different. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's personally a great way to advertise.
Yeah.
Like school functions, events, this show.
Exactly.
clubs, like advertise anything.
Yeah, it's not just for the nighttime show. It's a way that students can spread the word and get any information out about their particular activities or startups. So yeah.
Yeah. And the way to do that, you fill out a Google link form. That's where we in the description down below. In other news, the HFA cross-country teams ran on Friday, and both boys and girls finished third place. I was there, and it was so amazing seeing the great work the team put in to get to the podium finish. Shout out to Brooke D. Frog for finishing 12th place in 12 minutes for the girls, and another shout out to Luke Robinson for finishing 11th place in 16 minutes for the boys. The cross-country team also joins volleyball in that both teams made a championship push to end off the season. Great job, both of them.
Next up on the weekly watch, a quick reminder for all of y'all seniors out there, the early action November 1st deadline just passed, and I know a lot of seniors got their college materials in for that, but a lot of seniors also didn't. So if you're applying regular decision to a lot of places, I just want to remind y'all to get all those materials in by your regular decision deadline, because you really don't want to be behind on college stuff. I know how stressful it can be, and yeah, if you ever need any help with anything, I'm here for that.
So, Jack, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's your process for college?
So I'm applying to 10 schools. As of right now, I applied to 8 of my 10 schools on the November 1st early action deadline, and then I've got a couple more to apply to as well. It was a really, really stressful process. You only know how stressful it is when you're a senior in my shoes. But I'm hoping that in the end, it's all going to be worth it. All that hard work is going to come to fruition. That's really what I'm hoping for.
I hope you get accepted into one of your dream college stuff.
Thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. Speaking of other college stuff, the College Corner is active and alive this week. Colleges are visiting via virtual fairs at 11:45 a.m., which you can access through Naviance. This week's colleges are listed here.
Our next section, school surveys. We've changed the name from student surveys to school surveys because now we're interviewing staff members. A variety of questions, such as what direction to use toilet paper, which animal would be meanest if it talked, and more by social media correspondent Matthew Maroney. And if you want more survey action, check out our HFA Nightly News Instagram and Twitter. Over there we post articles, polls, interviews, pop culture, and more. Links in the description down below.
All right, question number 1. Over or under for toilet paper?
Under.
Personally, I prefer over.
Definitely under. Like, if you over, you're insane.
Always under. Always over. Never under.
Okay.
Over.
Would you rather fight 1 elephant-sized duck or 25 duck-sized elephants, and why?
Pass. I'm thinking.
Duck-sized elephants, because the only power the elephants have is to stomp on me. So if they're tiny, they got nothing.
25 duck-sized elephants. I'm gonna say 1 elephant-sized duck. Just because I don't like ducks as much as I like elephants, so if I'm gonna fight something, I feel like I'm gonna have more like personalized anger against the ducks than the elephants.
Duck-sized elephants, yeah.
Duck-sized elephants.
Easy. The duck-sized, because you can just kick them.
If animals could talk, which one would be the meanest?
Personally, I think that kangaroos would be the meanest.
Dude, I feel like snakes would be the meanest.
Yeah, no, that's a really good answer.
Like, I feel like it could either be like squirrels or like golden retrievers.
Okay.
Wasps.
Probably a cat. I feel like they're just grumpy and would just be rude all the time.
Why do you keep giving me first?
Feel like an orangutan.
No.
Gorilla.
No, what is wrong? Why are you guys choosing primates? Those are our cousins. Guys, I'm thinking. Blue jays.
Okay. All right, what's the hardest sport? Oh.
Actually, recently someone talked to me about how dolphins are like very manipulative and secretly evil. So like, I'm a little bit suspicious of them.
They perform all sorts of odd behaviors, much like we might do in front of a mirror to see what we look like when we do that new dance step, or when we just want to see how we.
All right, what's the hardest sport?
Hardest sport is probably golf, just because mentally speaking, it's hard. You know, there's so much up and down, so many changes, and so many different factors that go into it.
Probably like gymnastics.
Rugby, dude. It's like football, but like without the padding.
The hardest sport? Being a Hume-Fogg student.
Okay. What's the male equivalent of a Karen?
I'd say Jacob.
Chad.
A male assistant principal who's never smiled at you, but this is not about Rick Stanley.
Okay, that's an interesting answer.
Gary. I don't know.
I think his name would probably be like Larry or something. Like, yeah, but he's just pretty much the worst.
Probably a Connor.
I like that.
Probably Jeff. I think Jeff really is a Karen for sure.
Jim Bob.
What? Kyle or Brad, maybe?
I'd say Brad. Actually, change my answer, Brad.
Okay, thank you guys.
The toilet paper must go over the roll.
The toilet paper must go over the roll.
It must.
Absolutely must.
All right, at the beginning of this episode, I foreshadowed some serious news for the Hume-Fogg Knight Time Show, and here it is. Amar, count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Hume-Fogg is hosting a brand new virtual talent show.
Virtual.
This will come out in place of the morning show on November 30th, which is the day after Thanksgiving break gets out. This will feature student video submissions of their talents, but you need to make this happen. We are counting on you guys. A Google form is linked in the description below for you all to fill out, and we hope to see you guys on the show in 3 weeks. Submissions are due the week before the show premieres on November 23rd. And by the way, this isn't your ordinary talent show. This is going to be a really, really unique version of what you normally think of a talent show as. This isn't going to be 2 to 3 minute video after 2 to 3 minute video after 2 to 3 minute video. This could be anywhere from 5 seconds to 3 minutes, and the variety of submissions, there are endless possibilities for what you could turn in. Amar, do you want to throw some out?
Yeah, like a trick shot for basketball. If you want to shoot a half-court shot, 5 seconds, submit it. You want to play a song with your group of buddies, 3 minutes long, max, submit it. We're accepting all submissions. We can't wait to see what you guys have in store.
Absolutely. I saw a lot of bangers scored at girls soccer games this season, so if one of the girls soccer players wants to film themselves putting it top corner and submit that for 10 seconds, then that will be featured on the Hume-Fogg Talent Show. If you're a woodworker, you're probably not a woodworker, but if you are a woodworker, first off, talk to me, because I need somebody to talk to that stuff about, and film yourself doing one of your projects and submit that, and we'll feature that as well. But yeah, we're really excited about this talent show. I think it's going to be really, really unique and showcase a lot of the ways Hume-Fogg students are different and awesome and capable of so many things. So we're really looking forward to see what you all submit for that.
And that concludes episode 5 of the Hume-Fogg Nighttime Show. We're so glad you guys stay tuned to the end of the video, and we can't wait to see you guys next week for episode 6.